If you are over 50, the world of travel is about to shift under your feet in ways most people haven't even heard about yet. Because 2026 is shaping up to be the biggest year of airport rule changes since 9/11. Over 47 million seniors will walk into airports completely unprepared, holding IDs that no longer work, boarding passes they can't use, and luggage that suddenly violates brand new policies. And the shocking part? These rules are already rolling out quietly, months before most travelers will even notice. For decades, airport routines have been predictable. Show your license, print a boarding pass, remove your shoes, scan your bag, board your flight. But in 2026, that familiar system disappears. It's being replaced by a new era of biometric checkpoints, digital-only procedures, ultra-strict bag sizers, and a wave of international security upgrades that are hitting seniors harder than any other age group. And that's not an exaggeration. TSA data from 2025 has already shown thousands of seniors being turned away at security for one requirement alone. So today, we're breaking down every new rule, the ones coming to American airports and the ones waiting for you in Europe. We'll cover exactly what documents you now need, how much earlier you should arrive, what mistakes are costing seniors their flights, and the one overlooked requirement that could deny you boarding, even with a valid passport. Let's begin with the rule that's already catching millions off guard. Item number 8. Your driver's license will not work anymore. Starting May 7, 2025, and fully enforced throughout 2026, TSA requires that every traveler uses a real ID for domestic flights. If your license does not have a tiny gold star in the upper right corner, TSA will reject it immediately, no exceptions. This is where thousands of seniors have already been stranded. Why? Because older adults are used to renewing the same license they've had for 20 or 30 years. But here's the trap. States do not automatically upgrade you to real ID. You must specifically ask for it, bring extra documents, and pay a $30–50 fee. Even if your license expires in 2029, without the gold star, you're not getting through TSA. So here's what you should do right now. Pull your driver's license out of your wallet. Look in the upper right corner. If you don't see a star, go to your state's DMV website and look for the real ID requirements. You'll need your original birth certificate or your passport, your social security card, 2 proofs of address, and 2 to 4 weeks for processing. And remember this simple rule, no gold star. Bring your passport to the airport. A U.S. passport is already real ID compliant and will get you through domestic security without any issues. Most states now allow you to start the real ID process online. That little trick can turn a frustrating 2-hour DMV visit into a 20-minute appointment. But the airport troubles don't stop at domestic flights. Because if you're planning to fly to Europe, the rules just got even more confusing. Item number 7. Europe's passport rules are stricter than ever. Europe has rolled out 2 passport rules that are stranding Americans, especially seniors, before they even reach the airplane. Rule number 1. Your passport must be valid for 3 months beyond the day you leave Europe. Rule number 2. The one nobody expects. Your passport must also be less than 10 years old from the date it was issued. This is the rule that is catching seniors the most. You could have a passport that says it expires in 2027, but if it was issued in 2015, Europe can reject it because it passes the 10-year limit. Dozens of Americans have already been denied boarding because of this rule, and unfortunately, most of them were older travelers visiting Europe for the first time in years. Here's your action plan for 2026. Open your passport. Look at the issue date. Add 10 years. If your trip falls after that date, renew immediately. You can renew your passport by mail with Form DS-82 if your passport is undamaged and less than 15 years old. Standard processing takes 8 to 12 weeks, while expedited service, an extra $60, can take around 3 to 5 weeks. Seniors often make the mistake of renewing too late. Don't do that. Pro tip: skip the $17 pharmacy photo. Take your own passport photo at home using the State Department's free online tool. But passport validity is only the beginning, because once you land in Europe, something entirely new happens at the border. Item number 6. Europe will scan your fingerprints and face. Starting in 2026, Europe's new border system called EEES, Entry-Exit System, becomes fully active across all Schengen countries. Here's what this means. Every traveler will be fingerprinted. Every traveler will have a facial scan. Every entry and exit will be tracked digitally. For seniors, this can be challenging. Dry skin, arthritis, and trembling hands cause fingerprint scanners to fail, and when they fail, you get pushed into a long manual line that can take over an hour. Reports from airports testing EEES show that immigration wait times can jump from 15 minutes to 60 to 90 minutes. That's why European airports advise arriving 4 hours early for flights in 2026. Here's how to make the process smoother. Moisturize your hands before reaching the scanner. Remove glasses for the face scan. Keep a neutral expression. If you have arthritis, tell the officer immediately. Your first trip will take the longest. After that, it gets quicker. But Europe isn't done yet. Because before you even board a flight, another rule kicks in. Item number 5. You'll need a 7-door travel authorization called ETIS. Beginning October 2026, Americans must apply for ETIS, Europe's new travel authorization, before boarding a flight. Think of it like the US ESTA system, but for Europe. How it works. Apply online at least 96 hours before your flight. Answer questions about your travel and health. Pay $7. Wait for approval. If you don't have ETIS, airlines will refuse to let you board. The approval is linked electronically to your passport. No physical paperwork. Your ETIAS stays valid for 3 years or until your passport expires. Be careful. Scam websites are already charging $50 to $100 for this. The real price is $7, nothing more. Always check that the website ends in .europa.eu. Now that we've covered the international rules, let's talk about what's happening at airport security right here in the United States. Item number 4. TSA security scanners are getting a huge upgrade. For the first time in 2 decades, TSA is rolling out 3D CT scanners across major airports. These machines can scan the contents of your bag from every angle, meaning no removing laptops, no removing tablets, no removing liquids. In airports with these scanners, the 311 liquid rule is being phased out. And the best part for seniors, shoe removal is no longer required in most locations. However, here's the catch. Not every airport will have these scanners in 2026. Smaller airports may take until 2027 or later, so you must still be ready for traditional screening. Here's what you should do. Check your airport's website before your trip. If unsure, pack liquids under 3.4 ounces anyway. Keep your shoes on unless TSA asks you. Remove metal items as usual. If you have pre-check, you're already ahead, TSA. Pre-check remains the best upgrade for seniors. It costs $78 for 5 years and cuts your security time in half. But the new scanners have also created a domino effect, leading to stricter rules about what you can pack. Item number 3. Lithium batteries must stay in your carry-on. This rule is non-negotiable. Lithium batteries are now banned from checked luggage. They must be carried onto the plane, not stored in the cargo hold. That includes power banks, spare laptop batteries, camera batteries, e-cigarettes, vapes, batteries for CPAP machines, portable oxygen concentrators. Why the strict rule? Because lithium fires in cargo can be catastrophic. The FAA had multiple incidents in 2023-2025, forcing this new enforcement. Here's how to comply. Put all rechargeable batteries in your carry-on. Keep spare batteries in original packaging. Tape battery terminals to avoid short circuits. Bring a doctor's note for medical devices. If it charges, it flies with you, not in your suitcase. But even once your bags are packed correctly, there's a new challenge waiting at check-in. Item number 2. Carry-on size rules are being enforced. Down to the centimeter starting in 2026, airlines are cracking down on bag sizes with digital measuring scanners. These systems detect dimensions with extreme accuracy. Wheels and handles included. Even full-service airlines like United and Delta are now rejecting bags that exceed limits by even 1 centimeter. A bag that fit years ago may no longer qualify. Budget airlines are even stricter. Some now require you to pay extra just to bring a rolling carry-on. Here's your preparation checklist. Measure your bag at home, including wheels, weigh it with a portable luggage scale, use packing cubes to maximize space, switch to soft-sided bags if possible. Check your airline rules 48 hours before flying. Pro tip: take a photo of your bag in the airline size checker on your outbound trip. It helps if your return flight questions its size. But nothing, absolutely nothing, is changing senior travel more than this next rule. Item number 1. Biometric face scans are becoming mandatory at many airports. By 2026, biometric facial recognition gates will be installed at most major U.S. airports. Instead of handing over your ID, a camera scans your face, matches it to your government photo, and within seconds gives you a green light to pass. TSA claims this speeds up screening dramatically. But for seniors who aren't comfortable with new technology, this can feel invasive or confusing. Important note: you can legally opt out, but manual checks will take much longer. Expect an extra 60-90 minutes at busy times. If you choose to use biometrics, remove glasses, remove hats, keep a neutral expression, update your passport photo if you've changed appearance significantly. Biometrics are one of the biggest debates in travel right now. Some love the convenience, others worry about privacy. But the reality is this: biometrics are becoming the new normal. And now the main and hidden point, which most seniors don't realize. Getting through the airport is only the first half of the challenge. Once you're on the plane, a completely different set of rules applies. Rules that airlines rarely talk about. And those rules become life-changing when a medical emergency happens at 30,000 feet. In-flight medical incidents for seniors have increased dramatically. And the wrong decision mid-air can mean emergency landings, huge medical bills, denied insurance claims, or even being removed from the flight on the return trip. There is one document that protects you, and almost no one knows about it, and that's exactly what we break down in the next episode. Outro: Visa Pro signature ending. Travel is changing, fast, and for seniors, these new rules can feel overwhelming. But with the right preparation, you can move through airports smoother, safer, and with total confidence. So here's my question for you. The one I want you to answer in the comments. Which of these new 2026 airport rules worries you the most? And why? Is it the real ID, the biometric scans, the European fingerprinting system, or something else entirely? Your answer helps us create the next guide tailored specifically for senior travelers. This is Visa Pro, helping you travel smarter every single week. Before you go, tap the poll below. Should senior travelers be allowed to opt out of biometric face scans without extra delays? Yes, no, not sure. Need more info? And make sure to subscribe for more updates that can save your next trip from disaster.